Okay, man, Jameson Williams' gun case has come to a close. The NFL will not punish him. Ken Worthy did not prosecute him for the gun case. Now, if you ever forget what happened, pretty much him and his brother was speeding down Jefferson, got pulled over. His brother had a gun registered to him. It was another gun in the car that wasn't registered to nobody or that wasn't registered at all. Claimed JMO took responsibility for it. And, that was the original rumor. And then it came out that it was licensed. He was on camera saying, "Yeah, man, I'm JMO from the Lions." And then, I hate when they play that card. Um, that's never looked good. And then, they threw the case out, swept it under the rug. Somebody found out about it. And it's like, well, what happened with this case and this, that, and the third. And, it's like, you know, so the aesthetics of it didn't look good. But apparently the NFL, they got the best investigators in the world. And, they deemed that, they're deeming now that there was no harm, no foul done. So, yeah, that's that. Um, so, he ain't got to worry about that, but obviously got to make smarter decisions. Regardless, why are you even in the city of Detroit speeding? Real talk, you know what I'm saying? That's my question. Like, why are you even in Detroit? That's my number one question. Like, what are you doing here, sir? You know, that's my number one question. Why are you out here? Be in the suburbs, you know, or be smarter about it. But Lions Jameson Williams won't face discipline in a gun incident. Says Jameson Williams gun a case with the league is not behind the NFL, not disciplined Detroit Lions wide receiver over an incident in October when he's pulled over for an unlicensed gun. According to Detroit Free Press, the NFL considers the matter is now closed. Now, the thing about Detroit is you can open carry, but the gun still got to be registered. I mean, really, in reality, what's so funny about it? We was talking about this, man. I was going through Ohio some years ago, and we was going through Ohio, and I was like, man, this shit country as hell. It's like the South. And somebody brought it to my attention. They was like, everywhere in the Midwest is the South, outside of the major cities. In reality, a lot of the major cities in the South, they have been rehabilitated. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say rehabilitated, but domesticated, well, industrialized. Excuse me. They have been industrialized. And I say, yeah, you know what? You make a good point. Like outside of like the Detroit, like really the rest of Michigan is country as fuck. Real talk. It's country. It is country. So when you start talking about the red states and the conservative states, open carry, gun laws, and all that stuff, that's what they believe in. That's what they believe in. So that's open carry and all that. Now it ain't as style. You still obviously a lot of it's a blue state, but you know, it's like stand your ground laws and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it ain't that southern, but a lot of it is country. And you start talking about, some of the historic, how can I say this? Some of the historic things, that associated with the South, and you start kind of talking about, and I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to get too deep in it. And you start talking about getting into that trivia and found out it was a lot of that shit was started in up here in Midwest. So in reality, it's pretty close to being southern outside of it, not being a red state. And I think some of these states, last, election did turn red. So, crazy work, right? But yeah, I mean, you gotta be smarter. You gotta be smarter in the way that he moves. Like being in the city and all that stuff, bro. I would be smarter about that. Well, guess what? Some people just gotta learn. Remember when Brandon Marshall got that dude from the Broncos killed? running his mouth and all that other shit, man. Remember that? Got him. I think they got popped in a limo, got him killed. You got to move different, bro. When you got something, I got to tell myself this sometimes. When you got something, you can't argue with people who got Nathan. You can't be around people who got Nathan when you got something or you going somewhere or you doing well. You can't be around these people, bro. Can't be in situations on Jefferson speeding, doing dumb shit. That'd be the biggest downfall of your flourishing potential is being around people that don't have nothing to lose. That's bums. That's poor. That's crash outs. That ain't going walking your path. This is why you can't stay in certain areas. This is why sometimes some of the brothers need to go home. I mean, to get a move away from home. Whether it's move out the country, move to a different state, move to a different different area in the United States to get away from the bullshit. Real talk. To get away from the bullshit. We have to change, it ain't that, oh, you uppity or you protecting what you have as a man. It ain't that you being uppity. It ain't that you better than everybody else. It's because you can't be drugged down by this shit. One incident with a crash out can put you in jail. You can lose your life. Why put yourself in a situation where you around, if you can control it, 80, 90% of crash out, when I could move somewhere else and be around 10%, 15%, probably not even that. So when you put yourself in certain situations in certain areas, there's a high possibility that something bad gonna happen. If you go to a nightclub in the hood, it's a high possibility that something is going to happen to you. Now, if you go to a nightclub that's in a nice area with nice people who got shit to lose, who about something, that got to go to work, happy hour, you leave out there, it's a bunch of Ubers and Lyfts, they know better, they got to deal with the hotel next door, so they ain't got to drink and drive, you're not saying nothing still can't happen, but it's not. It really does. The quality of people, women, drinks, it might be a little bit more expensive, but like I said before, it's nothing good in the hood. You can't build around people who don't want to do better. You can't, I say it again, you can't build a house on styrofoam foundation. So he need to understand that. He needs to understand that. You being in the hood, that don't make you, you got your money. You're not synonymous with ghetto or hood or whatever. Stay out of the city of Detroit, bro. If you want to go get Coney Island, send your brother, send your security, send somebody else to do it. I know I love the city too, but you got to do what's best for you and put yourself in a position to be successful, man. So, but hey, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hopefully you learn from this. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. I appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.